And of this music game, I am, but not under Lucian. You know what I'm saying? I done invented every style of music of the past 20 years. I created the genre. I created Weeknd genre, Trav, Drake. You know, I'm going ahead and say, with all love, Future and Thug also, because the autotune album. 808s, if you think
Right,
about
so
it.
every style in the past 20 years, my boy did that. Boozie did say something about that. This is where he said, not all genres, not every style, not Boozie music. You can't relate to nothing I rap about your music. Nobody listens to Kanye in the projects or the trenches. I'm going ahead and say it. My people do not relate to you. This is what he says, and then Kanye responds. I just saw that Wipe Me Down was made in 2007. I take no responsibility for whatever that genre would be called. Yo, Kanye OD, bro.
I feel like that's an asinine take, though. I feel like he's one of the most influential artists in the world, but it's crazy to think that you invented every genre within hip hop within the last week. 25 years?
20.
20 years? Nah, that's
past 20 years.
You ain't even invent the one that made you popular for College Dropout. You was rapping like Jay-Z. You was doing the Rockefeller flow.
Earlier in 2020, I said this. Kanye West and Kid Cudi changed the whole demographic of how we listen to music and the whole autotune thing or whatever the case may be. That's when we was arguing about Drake, and I'm still gonna go 10 toes down and say it. Drake ain't do it. It's Kanye and it's Kid Cudi.
I'm not gonna ignore the fact that 808 and Heartbreaks and that Cudi, because that Man on the Moon project really changed the world. I'm not going to ignore that those two records wasn't extremely important for the era that we in today. But it's also Drake. It's not just your genre, Kanye. It's also Drake, and you also don't. That's crazy because you biased. But
I'm not biased. How about
you are biased. Nobody's doing R&B today trying to sing like 808 and Heartbreaks. Nobody. They all trying to sing like OVO.
I'm saying maybe Drake did what he did with it. Okay, fine, whatever. But he masterfully, the master of it is, the pioneers of it is Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Yeah,
you can trace Drake. You can trace
but
back.
It's also Drake.
Even the Houston, Atlanta, Vegas project that he had.
Yo, I love that
joint
song.
You love
so
it,
much.
But that joint sounds like a LL Cool J mixed with Man on the Moon, mixed with 808 and Heartbreak. That joint is the same, bro.
It do, but
same thing.
He does his own thing too. I also don't think Kanye is that talented of a rapper. Like, you can't influence the world, bro, if like you don't even rap like that, bro. Pusha T influenced the world with the bars he wrote for you. Yeah, Big Sean influenced the world with the bars he wrote for you.
But his
Rhymefest.
And as a producer, I give love to him as a producer. I will give love to you as a producer. But even as a producer, homie, you ain't the only one, is what I'm saying. Like, you are one of the guys, but you ain't gonna act like Pharrell ain't influenced the. You're not gonna step on Pharrell's influence in this game. You're not gonna step on Dre's influence in the game. You did not create any. You influenced the game. You was one of the major players in the game. You are one of the major players in the game in the same way that Jay-Z's a major player in the game.
I think you're crazy.
In the same way that how in the world did Kanye influence Lil Wayne? Because you singing auto-tune? Get out of here. That's T-Pain, dog.
If you
want to be correct, that's T-Pain, right. Dog. That's Teddy Riley. If we want to be for real.
That's Teddy Riley.
Oh, we have water.
But here's the thing. I think that you are downplaying the impact of Kanye. And he's not talking about, like, obviously Kanye did not influence like that when it comes to rap. I agree with you. Really? What he's talking about is production, even style. All right? Kanye influenced style. Kanye influenced how even what was acceptable for rappers to wear during this time, bro. Do you remember during this time?
Remember what his
is that milk?
Remember what he said. That would have been insane. Coming through with a gallon of milk and just drinking it out the gallon that's what I'm doing next one. So he's not saying that he's one of the most influential. He's saying he's the father to everybody's style,
Right. Obviously.
which is asinine.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Obviously, it's ridiculous for him to claim that.
I wanted
But
to
downplay his influence is crazy. Autotune production and the style of clothing, fashion in hip hop was insane. His influence, like, you can't deny that. You can't downplay that.
Look,
I'll go as far as to
But
say-
Martin will.
Hold on, what Martin gonna say? Wait, hold on. Before Martin, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go uninterrupted. I just want to say this.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you go, but I want to say this. I want to say this.
I'm
not saying that he's not a factor, right? What I'm saying is, you got Jay-Z, you got Dre, you got Kanye, you got Diddy. These are all guys that shape the culture and the sound of music today. It's not just Ye. Is Ye a big part of it in fashion? Yeah. But is Ye the only fashion pusher in hip hop? No. Pharrell is a big part of. Hold on. Pharrell is a big part of where we are fashionably. ASAP Rocky is a big part of where we are fashionably. Tyler the Creator, for a little bit, that fashion kind of faded. But for a little bit, them Odd Future boys dictated a little bit of fashion. Did Kanye dictate? Yes. Was he the only sole voice to claim that he's the father of everybody's style? No. You could never spit a ball like Tyler the Creator. You never could. You don't have the mind to be that sick of a human being.
That's sick of a human being.
All right.
Renee said he bit Pharrell's style early on.
He did too. That's what
He also said Man on the Moon dropped 2009, but Kid Cudi had been working with Kanye 3 years prior. Drake definitely took that style from him. Day and Night came out 2007. Those Drake songs came out 2009. Martin, you got someone in your corner. Also, everyone liking.
I want to say I never said that.
Please press like.
Please press like. I didn't say that he didn't. He was influenced by
Kanye.
So
I would like to.
I just said he took it and then made it better.
When you say that he is not the, he did not change up the style of.
I didn't say that. I said he's not the only one who did it. I didn't say he did it. I said he did. He's one of the major players. If there's a Mount Rushmore of influence, he's on it. He's just not alone. It's not a Sphinx. It's a Mount Rushmore.
So
you don't want to get me mad. I can see it. I see it.
I don't want to get you mad. I just disagree with you. I don't want to get you mad. I just disagree with you. Okay, let me turn around because I actually do think that Kanye deserves at least some Sphinx. I do agree.
A half Sphinx.
He deserves some. He deserves some. All right. As far as I know,
for which album when he
was rapping like Kanye when Kanye dropped.
For which album when he was glazing Rockefeller on College Dropout, or when he was glazing grunge on Yeezus, or when he was glazing the Underground for Late Registration, or was it when he was glazing T-Pain for Graduation? Like which one is it that I gotta give flowers for?
Glazing is subjective.
Glazing is facts. What do you mean he was glazing? Rockefeller, but
I'm saying yes. He really wanted to be a part of Rockefeller. In Family Business, he said, "I'm one of the people who will not talk about using knives or guns. Keep my heart to the sky. Keep my heart to God. Keep your face to the rising sun." He's talking about making a decision to not go against the grain of what the world is trying to tell you to do, because everybody tells you to go to college, to go do this, to go do that. When you could really change that up on your own. He had a completely different in that year. What year did that come out? 2003, 2004, one of those years. Around that time, still, he was only surrounded by a lot of gangster rap, a lot of hood music, and for him to be able to prevail past all of those things, I feel like that's Sphinx worthy. I like this whole idea, this whole Sphinx Mount Rushmore thing. Maybe the production is a Mount Rushmore thing. Okay, fine, but I feel like the hip hop in of itself and it going platinum, that's him. That's all. I feel like that's all him. And then he paved the way and opened the door for many of these people to not talk about guns and knives and shooting, killing, this and the third, but to actually talk about your well-being, your mental health, and say, listen, I went one way, you could go another way. So I think that is also very important for us to really think about when it comes down to Kanye West and his influence.
I will say that Martin is having a point, because I remember back in the day, and this might have been when I knew you in high school, Jay. At this point, I don't know, but
I love high
I
school
remember
stories.
getting like people cracking on me for for having the Teddy Bear Dude album. You know what I mean? Like, I remember that. You know,
Yeah,
and this is
because he
around the
wasn't the
time where
only.
Get Rich or Die Trying came out at in the same year, I believe, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
that's not high school, but
Oh, my
that's
bad.
because he's not the. He isn't the influential guy that he's saying he is. Like, he is. Hold up, he's not the father. My argument is this: he's not the one.
I agree.
He's not the father to everybody's style. He's not. He's one of the guys.
But I
He's up
disagree.
there, right? And you look. You have that right. We could all be wrong during our lives. Like, we have that right. But you know what I'm saying? He's not. He's not. This is not. And he glazed Jay-Z for most of his career. If we gonna keep it a buck.
I mean, all right, this is why I say subjective about this whole Glazing Jay-Z thing. If you know that you have the key to hold the keys to the kingdom to get yourself from point A to point B in this podcast thing and this music thing, you're not gonna try and follow that to the end. You're not gonna try and follow that person to the end.
Answer that, Jay. I want you to answer
then,
that, Jay.
But then I'm not going to go on a schizophrenic rant about how I'm the god of hip hop.
You may.
No, I won't.
You be going on some rants.
Maybe.
So
I like
Jay.
rants.
Jay,
you
you
be going on
telling
some
me?
rants.
Jay,
But
you telling
what
me
I'm
you
saying
got
is,
a way
you're
to
saying
make it
that's
in this?
Glazing. That's not Glazing.
OG
Glazing.
Glazing.
Okay, so then Glazing is
My
a strategy
big
to get to
brother
the top.
was Big's
Big's
brother.
brother.
Come on, son. That ain't even your brother, dog. Stop
And
it.
you know, and Jay-Z accepted that. Jay-Z accepted, yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
because he
Wayne,
little homie them.
nah,
He
yeah,
said, "Yeah, you my little brother."
yo,
Fonte.
after Wayne came out with Stunting Like My Daddy, I'm sorry, I just can't, like, I can't get on Kanye for Big Brother was Big's brother. Like, I'm sorry, it can't. And Jay, 100%, you know that if you have a way to make this podcast pop off and get like on some millions of views, Jay, you will be glazing like cream donuts, my
I
friend.
think pause. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You
And I
will
think
like cream
in a
donuts. That's
heartbeat.
wild.
I think you'd be surprised. I don't think it's
I'll
as
be
crazy as
surprised at how much you glaze these people. Yeah, I'll be surprised.
Pause.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to chill out because
My man said, y'all be surprised at how much you glazing. I'm like, all right, yo.
my son wildin'.